The Weaver of Forgotten Hours. By Nato Sucre. Rain fell like thin raffia over Benin that night, soft, endless, like the sky itself was sighing. The streets slept under the quiet hum that comes when Nipa takes light. Even the dogs barked with respect. Down Egun Street, where bronze remembers every hand that touched it, stood an old workshop. The door was wood, carved with ancient faces that had seen too much and said nothing. Inside, a single lantern burned low, painting shadows on the walls. That was where Mama Erde, the Weaver of Forgotten Hours, lived. They said she was not a woman of this time. Her eyes saw where yesterday still walked. Her loom did not weave cloth, it wove memory. People came to her not with money, but with sorrow. You brought her your heaviest moment, and she gave you 5 minutes of mercy. That night, the rain brought a man to her door. His name was Erfe, once a teacher, now a man whose own shadow pitied him. When Mama Erde opened the door, the lantern light caught his face wet with rain, and maybe tears. He carried something small in his hand, a bronze pendant shaped like a young girl's face. "Mama," he whispered. "I want go back. Just 1 hour. Only one." Mama Erde did not ask which hour. People never came for joy, only for regret. "You know the rule," she said, sitting by her loom. "I know fit change when dawn happen. I fit only open small window make your spirit talk. Na your word go travel, not your body." He nodded like man who had already buried his pride. "I know wan change am. I just wan tell her say I sorry." The loom before her began to glow strands of light like moonlit rivers. Each strand hummed with the sound of breath, of life, of memory. Mama Erde's fingers danced slow, searching until one strand pulsed weakly. "This one na your own," she murmured. "Your heart day heavy, Erfe. Heavy past bronze." He closed his eyes. "I tell her make she come from my house. My own pickin'. I say she shame me. She cry go." That same night, dem talk same odor jam her for Huselu. Since that day, sleep no fit near me. His words fell like palm nuts on dry ground. Mama Erde touched the glowing strand. The air trembled. The lamp flickered. And suddenly, time opened. Erfe stood in his old parlor again, curtains brown with harmattan dust, the small radio whispering EBS News. There she was, Erke, his daughter, packing her small bag, her eyes full of hurt and fire. He remembered every word, every curse, every silence. But this time, he spoke different words, one soaked in truth. "Erke. My pickin'. I know perfect. I talk nonsense that night. You know shame me, I shame myself. You be my pride. You be my light." The room went still. She paused at the door, just like before. This time, she turned a little, her eyes didn't meet his, but her hand brushed her heart. Then, she left. The world folded again. Erfe was back in Mama Erde's workshop, shaking like a man reborn. The thread on the loom still glowed, and where it had once broken, a golden seam now ran through it, shining like forgiveness. Mama Erde poured palm wine into a calabash and handed it to him. "Peace no day chase pain away," she said quietly. "E just make him sit down small." He drank in silence. The bronze pendant in his hand felt warm now, almost alive, as if it carried her heartbeat. Outside, the rain had stopped. Egun Street slept again, bronze faces glinting under the moon. Erfe walked away, slow and tired, but lighter than when he came. Behind him, Mama Erde's loom whispered softly, weaving not time, not destiny, just the small mercy that lies between guilt and peace.